In South Africa, we will talk about almost anything before we talk about money. Politics, religion, sport, family drama, all of it is on the table. But ask someone what they earn and the room goes cold. Ask about their debt and they look at you like you have crossed a line. That silence, that collective discomfort around money as a topic is one of the most expensive cultural habits we carry. And today, we are having the conversations most people in this country refuse to have.
Money secrecy is not unique to South Africa, but here it runs particularly deep. There are historical reasons for it, cultural reasons, family dynamics, where money was always a source of tension rather than a tool for planning, and the result is a country where people negotiate salaries without knowing what their colleagues earn, where couples build lives together without ever having a real financial conversation, where asking for help with money feels like admitting failure rather than making a smart move. Every one of those silences has a cost. This video names the 5 conversations that are costing South Africans the most and what to actually say when you have them. Welcome to Rich Behavior.
Most South Africans have no idea what they are worth in the market. Not because the information is not available, it is. Job portals, salary surveys, LinkedIn conversations, industry reports, the data exists. But the cultural taboo around discussing income keeps people in the dark about whether they are being fairly compensated. And employers know this. The silence benefits them, not you. People who discuss their earnings with peers, who research market rates, who know what their role commands in the current market, consistently earn more than people who accept the number they are given and never question it again. Knowing your worth is not arrogant. Staying ignorant of it is expensive.
This is the conversation most South Africans will not have with themselves, let alone anyone else. The full picture of their debt, not just the credit card they think about, the store accounts, the personal loan from 2 years ago, the money owed to family, the car finance they took out when they could not really afford it, written down in one place, totaled, acknowledged. Most people avoid this conversation because seeing the number feels worse than not seeing it. But not seeing it does not make it smaller. It makes every financial decision around it worse because you are navigating without a map. The first step to eliminating debt is naming it clearly and completely. Everything else comes after that.
Research from multiple studies across African markets consistently shows the same pattern. People who negotiate their starting salary earn significantly more over their careers than people who accept the first offer. Not because they are more skilled, because they asked. In South Africa, the discomfort around salary negotiation is acute. There's a cultural instinct to be grateful for the offer, not to push back on it. But gratitude and negotiation are not opposites. You can be genuinely thankful for an opportunity and still ask for what your skills are worth. The employer expects it, the employer budgeted for it. The only person who loses when you do not negotiate is you, and the loss compounds over every year of your career.
This is the most avoided conversation on the list, and the most expensive when it does not happen. Most South African couples do not have a clear, honest conversation about money until something goes wrong. A debt is revealed, an unexpected expense arrives, a financial decision is made unilaterally and only discovered later. By then, the conversation is no longer about money, it is about trust. The couples who build wealth together are not necessarily couples who agree on everything financial. They are couples who have the conversation regularly, honestly, and early. Income, debt, goals, spending habits, what is enough, what financial security means to each of them. That conversation is not romantic, but the financial security it builds over time is.
The final conversation most South Africans avoid is also the one with the highest potential return, asking someone who has already built wealth to share what they know. Not in a transactional way, not begging for secrets, but genuinely, humbly, specifically. How did you think about this? What do you wish you had known earlier? Who helped you when you were starting out? In South Africa, where wealth is still concentrated and access to financial mentorship is unequal, this conversation feels especially uncomfortable. But the people who ask it, who approach with genuine curiosity and something to offer in return, consistently report that it was one of the most valuable things they ever did. The information inside a 30-minute conversation with the right person can save you 5 years of expensive mistakes. Honestly and consistently. Start one of these conversations this week. Not all 5, 1. The salary research, the debt list, the partner conversation, the mentor ask. Pick the one that feels most uncomfortable, because that is almost always the most expensive one to keep avoiding. Subscribe, and next video, we are getting into something that trips up almost every South African who starts building wealth, lifestyle creep, and exactly how to catch it before it catches you.